And a Twitter whistleblower testified before the Senate. He said Twitter executives were unmoved when he told them a Chinese spy was working for the company. NTD's Jason Perry has the story.
What I discovered when I joined Twitter was that this enormously influential company was over a decade behind industry security standards.
Peter Zatko, also known as Mudge, is the former head of security at Twitter. He testified that many Twitter employees had unnecessary access to users' personal information.
And this kind of vulnerability is not in the abstract. It's not far-fetched to say that an employee inside the company could take over the accounts of all of the senators in this room.
Senator Chuck Grassley explained that it was more than just Twitter employees with such access.
Because of Mudge's disclosures, we've learned that personal data from Twitter users was potentially exposed to foreign intelligence agencies.
Senator Mike Lee wanted to know why Twitter hasn't done more to increase data security.
I think they would like to, but they're simply unwilling to put the effort in at the cost of other efforts, such as driving revenue. I'm reminded of one conversation with an executive when I said, I am confident that we have a foreign agent, and their response was, well, since we already have one, what does it matter if we have more? Let's keep growing the office.
NTD received the following reply from Twitter. Twitter's hiring process is independent of any foreign influence, and access to data is managed through background checks and other measures. The Delaware judge overseeing the Elon Musk versus Twitter case ruled last week that Musk can include new evidence related to Zatko's allegations in the trial, which is set to start October 17th. Jason Perry, NTD News.
13 companies are urging Congress to pass a bill that would rein in big tech companies like Facebook and Google. Those 13 companies include DuckDuckGo, Mozilla, and Proton. The 13 companies advertise themselves as pro-privacy. In a letter to Senate and House leadership, they said that the big tech firms have used their dominance to steer consumers away from services that offer more privacy protections. The bill in the Senate is sponsored by both Democrat Amy Klobuchar and Republican Chuck Grassley. Klobuchar has spent much of the summer urging the Senate to pass the bill, but to no avail. She says that she does have the 60 votes that are needed, but prospects of it becoming law this year appear to be dimming. It looks like Trump pick Raymond Dearie could be the special master to review the documents taken from Mar-a-Lago. The Justice Department agreed to the choice on Monday evening. Dearie was appointed by Reagan as a federal judge. He is now a senior circuit court judge, but it is still unclear whether the judge will name Dearie or someone else as the special master. Trump's team yesterday also urged the judge to continue the temporary pause on key aspects of the Justice Department's investigation. His lawyers referred to some of the documents that were seized as purported classified records, saying the DOJ hasn't proven that the materials are indeed classified. A group of 22 Republican governors is speaking out against President Biden's decision to cancel federal student loans. They sent a letter to the president on Monday. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds led the effort. In the letter, the governors say canceling student debt shifts the burden from the rich to working Americans. They estimated that the plan costs an extra $2,000 per taxpayer. The loan forgiveness only applies to students earning less than $125,000 per year. But the letter points out that even within that cap, those with the most debt also have higher degrees and higher salaries. They add, quote, a high-cost degree is not the key to unlocking the American dream. Hard work and personal responsibility is. And Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese Communist Party leader Xi Jinping plan to meet on Thursday. The main topic of discussion, Ukraine and Taiwan. The two leaders plan to travel to the Central Asian country of Uzbekistan. The meeting will take place on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, which is going to be held there. The Kremlin said the meeting would hold special significance given the geopolitical situation and the unprecedentedly high level of trust between the two nations. The agenda is expected to include Ukraine countering the U.S. and increasing Russian gas sales to China.